Tonight, as you rest, you are stepping into a new reality of wealth and abundance. Your subconscious mind is the fertile soil where seeds of prosperity grow. Every affirmation you hear tonight is planting those seeds deep within your being, so that when you wake, you rise as a magnet for wealth, success, and happiness. You are now releasing every thought of lack, every fear of not having enough, every belief that money is hard to get. You are entering a space where wealth flows to you naturally and effortlessly. Repeat within your mind. I am a magnet for divine wealth. Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. I am worthy of abundance. Oh, everything I need comes to me at the perfect time. As you sleep, your mind will replay these truths. Your energy will align with prosperity. You will begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles, and you will take inspired action with courage and clarity. Abundance is not something you chase, it is something you allow. Tonight, you allow it fully. You welcome wealth, joy, and success into every area of your life. You are now living as the prosperous person you were always meant to be. Subconscious reprogramming is one of the most powerful ways to transform your life, especially when it comes to wealth and abundance. Your subconscious mind is like fertile soil where everything you think, feel, and believe gets planted as seeds. Over time, those seeds grow into the reality you experience every day. Most people do not realize that the financial patterns they live with now were formed a long time ago. During childhood, through experiences, through what they heard from parents, teachers, or society. If someone grew up hearing that money is hard to get, or rich people are greedy, those messages became part of their subconscious programming. As adults, they may work hard but still struggle financially because those old beliefs keep blocking the flow of prosperity. Subconscious reprogramming is the process of pulling out those weeds of limitation and planting new seeds of wealth, confidence, and unlimited possibility. The subconscious does not argue with you, it simply accepts what you repeatedly tell it. This is why affirmations, visualization, and repetition are so powerful. When you repeat phrases like, I am a magnet for money, or I am worthy of abundance, you are giving your subconscious a new command. Over time, your subconscious begins to accept this as truth and starts guiding your thoughts, feelings, and actions to match it. This is why so many people experience sudden opportunities, creative ideas, or unexpected financial blessings after consistent reprogramming. Their inner world changed first, and then their outer world rearranged itself to match the new beliefs. One of the best times to reprogram the subconscious is right before sleep or during sleep itself. When you are drifting off, your brain moves into slower brainwave states like theta and delta. In these states, the conscious mind, the part that judges, doubts, and resists, steps aside, allowing messages to go straight to the subconscious. Listening to wealth affirmations for several hours while you sleep creates a constant stream of positive suggestion. Even though you are not awake, your mind is absorbing every word, letting those messages replace years of negative programming. This is why sleep affirmations are so effective for shifting deep-rooted money blocks. Subconscious reprogramming also works because it changes your emotional state. Your subconscious communicates in the language of feelings and images more than words. When you feel gratitude, excitement, and certainty while affirming wealth, those emotions accelerate the process. It is not just about saying the words, but feeling them as if they are already true. This combination of emotion and repetition builds new neural pathways in the brain, making abundance a natural expectation rather than a distant dream. As your subconscious becomes aligned with prosperity, you begin to notice opportunities you never saw before. You take inspired action without hesitation. You feel more confident, more deserving, and more open to receive. You stop sabotaging yourself with fear or guilt around money, because your inner programming no longer supports struggle. Over time, this creates a snowball effect. Small manifestations begin to appear: a gift, a discount, a business idea, a lucky break. And these reinforce the new belief that wealth flows to you easily. The more evidence you see, the stronger your faith becomes, and the faster abundance multiplies in your life. Subconscious reprogramming is not magic, but it feels magical because when your inner world shifts, everything around you begins to change. Releasing lack and fear is one of the most important steps in allowing wealth and abundance to flow into your life. Lack and fear are heavy emotions that block the natural current of prosperity. When you live with a constant sense of not having enough, not enough money, not enough opportunities, not enough time, you are signaling to the universe that you are in survival mode. This signal attracts more situations that confirm your belief in lack, creating a repeating cycle of struggle. Fear works the same way. Fear of losing money, fear of not being able to pay the bills, fear of never being successful. All of these thoughts keep your energy focused on the problem rather than the solution. The more you focus on what you fear, the stronger it grows, because whatever you give attention to expands in your life. Releasing lack and fear begins with awareness. Most people are so used to worrying that they do not even realize how much energy they give to thoughts of scarcity. They replay scenarios in their mind of what could go wrong, how things might not work out, and what they will do if they run out of money. This constant inner dialogue becomes a habit that keeps the body tense and the mind restless. The first step is to notice these thoughts and gently interrupt them. When you catch yourself saying, "I can't afford this," or "money never comes to me," replace those statements with empowering ones such as, "I always find a way," or "Money is on its way to me now." At first this may feel unnatural, but over time it becomes a new habit that shifts your focus from fear to possibility. Letting go of lack also means cultivating gratitude. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to shift from scarcity into abundance, because it puts you in the vibration of already having. When you are grateful for the money you do have, even if it is a small amount, you are telling your mind and the universe that you are already provided for. This opens the door for more to come in. Gratitude turns your attention away from what is missing and highlights what is already present, which trains your brain to expect more good things. This is why writing daily gratitude lists or simply saying, "Thank you," for every little blessing can have such a powerful impact on your financial life. Fear is often rooted in the past failures, past disappointments, past experiences of struggle. But holding on to these memories only keeps you reliving them over and over again. Releasing fear means forgiving yourself for past mistakes and letting go of the old story that says you are destined to struggle. You are not the same person you were when those events happened. You are wiser now, and you have the ability to choose a new direction. Each moment is a new opportunity to think a different thought and create a different future. Another key to releasing lack and fear is trust. Trust that you are always guided. Trust that opportunities are being arranged for you, and trust that there is more than enough for everyone. Lack is an illusion. The universe is abundant by nature. There are infinite ways for money and resources to reach you. When you start trusting that life supports you, you relax, and when you relax, you open yourself to receive. Fear tightens the flow of abundance, but trust opens it wide. This is why many spiritual teachers say that faith is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Wealth affirmations are a powerful way to rewire your mind and shift your reality toward abundance. Affirmations are simple, positive statements that declare what you want as if it is already true. When you repeat affirmations consistently, they bypass the conscious mind and impress themselves upon the subconscious, where your core beliefs live. Most people unknowingly affirm lack every day by saying things like, "I never have enough money," "Everything is so expensive," or "I can't afford that." These negative affirmations get recorded by the subconscious, which then looks for ways to make them real. Wealth affirmations work by flipping that script, giving your mind new instructions that align with prosperity. By saying, "Money comes to me easily," "I am worthy of wealth," or "I am financially free," you are training your mind to expect abundance rather than struggle. The beauty of affirmations lies in their repetition. Just as a drop of water can carve through stone over time, repeated thoughts carve new neural pathways in the brain. Every time you repeat a wealth affirmation, you strengthen that pathway and make the new belief more natural. In the beginning, you may feel resistance or even doubt when you say them, because your current reality might not match the statement. But this is where persistence becomes important. The subconscious cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. It only knows what you feed it over and over again. If you stay consistent with your affirmations, eventually they become your new truth, and your outer circumstances shift to match them. Wealth affirmations are most effective when spoken with emotion and conviction. Simply reciting words without feeling will not have the same impact as truly embodying the statement. When you say, "I am a money magnet," feel the excitement of already receiving money. Visualize it flowing into your life through different channels: a surprise bonus, a business opportunity, a gift, or an unexpected windfall. The combination of words, feelings, and mental imagery creates a strong vibration that draws similar energy to you. Emotion is what supercharges affirmations and accelerates results, because the subconscious mind responds most powerfully to feelings. Another powerful way to use affirmations is to integrate them into your daily routine. Say them out loud in the morning as soon as you wake up to set the tone for the day. Repeat them while looking into the mirror, which strengthens self-belief and creates a deeper connection to the words. Write them down multiple times a day to engage both the mind and body in the process. You can also listen to recorded affirmations while working, meditating, or sleeping so that they are constantly being absorbed by your mind. The key is consistency. The more you hear, see, and feel these statements, the faster they become your dominant thought pattern. Affirmations also help dissolve limiting beliefs because they gently replace old thoughts instead of fighting them. If you have held a belief for years that money is difficult to earn, saying, "Money comes to me effortlessly," every day begins to soften and eventually erase that belief. You start to notice evidence that supports the new statement. Perhaps small financial gains, discounts, opportunities, or unexpected help appear. Each time this happens, it strengthens your faith and makes the affirmation even more believable. Over time, affirmations stop being something you have to remind yourself to do, and instead become your natural inner dialogue. This is when they are most powerful, because your thoughts are automatically aligned with abundance without conscious effort. Alignment with prosperity is about bringing your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions into harmony with the reality of abundance. Many people desire wealth but stay misaligned with it because they continue to think thoughts of struggle, feel emotions of fear or guilt, and take actions based on scarcity. Alignment means matching the vibration of what you want, and this is a process that begins internally. If you want prosperity, you must think, feel, and act as if you are already prosperous. When you align yourself with abundance, you become a natural magnet for it, because like attracts like. One of the first steps to alignment is shifting your identity. If you still see yourself as someone who is broke, unlucky, or destined to struggle, you will unconsciously create circumstances that match that self-image. Prosperity alignment requires you to see yourself differently, as someone who is capable, worthy, and deserving of wealth. This does not mean pretending or forcing yourself to believe something you do not yet feel, but rather gradually embracing a new story about who you are. Each time you say to yourself, "I am abundant," or "I am financially free," you are aligning more with the version of you that already lives that reality. The more you think and feel from this new identity, the more natural it becomes, and soon your external circumstances begin to shift to match it. Emotions play a major role in alignment. Prosperity is not just about having money, it is also about feeling safe, joyful, and supported. If you constantly feel anxious about money, even if you have enough, you are out of alignment with prosperity. Learning to generate feelings of gratitude, peace, and excitement puts you into the emotional state where wealth flows easily. You can practice this by visualizing the life you want, and allowing yourself to feel what it would be like to already have it. Your brain does not know the difference between a vividly imagined scene and reality, so this emotional rehearsal trains your nervous system to become familiar with the experience of abundance. Over time, you stop feeling desperate or needy and instead develop calm confidence that what you desire is already on its way. Actions are another key piece of alignment. Many people hold affirmations and visualize abundance, but continue to take actions from a place of fear, hoarding money, refusing opportunities, or avoiding risks. Being in alignment with prosperity means taking inspired action, the kind of action that feels right and moves you closer to your goals without forcing or struggling. This might mean starting a project you have been putting off, learning a new skill, networking with the right people, or simply saying yes to an opportunity that feels expansive. When your inner state is aligned with abundance, these actions feel natural rather than scary, and they create momentum that brings in more prosperity. Another important part of alignment is letting go of jealousy or resentment toward others who are wealthy. When you envy someone else's success, you are sending a message to your subconscious that you are separate from abundance, that you cannot have what they have. Instead, celebrate the prosperity you see in others as proof that wealth is available and flowing in the world. This keeps you in the frequency of receiving rather than blocking. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions all line up with the reality you want to create, you are fully aligned with prosperity. This alignment allows money and opportunities to come to you in ways that feel natural and effortless. Life begins to present synchronicities, solutions, and connections that help you grow wealth without constant struggle. You stop chasing abundance and start attracting it, because your entire being is now resonating with the energy of prosperity. Inspired action is the bridge between your inner alignment and the physical manifestation of your desires. It is the natural next step that arises when your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are in harmony with what you want. Many people confuse inspired action with forced action, but the two are very different. Forced action comes from fear, pressure, or desperation. It feels heavy, rushed, and stressful. Inspired action, on the other hand, feels light, clear, and almost effortless. It is the kind of action you are excited to take because it feels aligned and meaningful. It often comes as a quiet nudge, an intuitive idea, or a sudden burst of motivation that seems to come from nowhere. This is how the universe guides you toward the opportunities, people, and decisions that will lead you closer to abundance. When you are reprogramming your subconscious and aligning with prosperity, inspired ideas will begin to appear. You might suddenly think of a creative way to make more money, feel drawn to start a new business venture, or get the urge to contact someone who can help you. These impulses should not be ignored because they are the physical signals that your manifestation is moving toward you. Acting on them builds momentum. Each inspired step you take opens the door for the next step to reveal itself. You do not need to know the entire path ahead of time. You only need to trust the guidance for the next move. This is why so many successful people talk about following their gut instincts. Their subconscious and intuition are working together to guide them to success. Inspired action often feels surprising because it may not always be logical or expected. For example, you might have a sudden idea to attend an event, read a certain book, or take a small risk that leads to a big opportunity. This is where trust becomes important. If you dismiss the idea because it does not make sense or seems too small to matter, you might delay the manifestation process. The universe often uses small steps to lead you toward bigger breakthroughs. Saying yes to these small actions proves that you are ready to receive, and it builds confidence in your ability to recognize guidance when it comes. Taking inspired action also helps you overcome fear and procrastination. Many people wait until they feel ready before making a move, but readiness is often a result of action, not the other way around. Once you take the first step, you begin to feel more confident and capable, which encourages you to take another step, and then another. This forward movement sends a signal to your subconscious mind that you are serious about your goals, which activates even more opportunities and resources to support you. It is also important to note that inspired action does not always mean doing more. Sometimes it means doing less. It can be about saying no to things that drain your energy, letting go of toxic situations, or allowing space for new opportunities to come in. When you create space, you make room for better options to appear. This type of action is just as powerful because it keeps your energy clean and focused on what truly matters. Inspired action feels good because it is aligned with your highest good. Even if it challenges you to step out of your comfort zone, it comes with an underlying sense of excitement or curiosity. The more you practice listening to and acting on these inner prompts, the stronger your intuitive guidance becomes. Over time, taking inspired action becomes second nature, and you find yourself consistently in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, and saying yes to the right opportunities. This is how dreams turn into reality. Not through struggle, but through a series of aligned steps that lead you exactly where you are meant to be. Effortless manifestation is the natural result of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality you desire, allowing what you want to flow into your life without constant struggle or force. Most people have been conditioned to believe that achieving wealth or success must be difficult, that it requires endless hard work and sacrifice, and that only a few lucky people ever reach that level of abundance. This belief creates resistance because it keeps the mind focused on how hard everything is rather than on the possibility that things could be easy. Effortless manifestation is not about sitting back and doing nothing, but about allowing life to bring you opportunities with grace and ease, trusting that what you desire is already on its way. The key to effortless manifestation is detachment from the outcome. When you obsess over when or how something will happen, you create tension and block the flow. The universe responds best to calm expectation and faith. When you believe deeply that your desire is inevitable, you stop worrying about the timing and start living as though it is already done. This creates a state of relaxation that allows ideas, people, and circumstances to align naturally. Manifestation becomes effortless because you are no longer trying to control every detail. Instead, you are cooperating with the natural flow of life. Another important part of effortless manifestation is feeling good now. Many people delay their happiness until after they get what they want, but that delay actually pushes the manifestation further away. Your emotions are powerful indicators of your vibration, and feeling joy, gratitude, and peace in the present moment raises your vibration to match the reality you want. When you are happy before the manifestation arrives, you attract it more quickly because you are no longer approaching it from a place of lack. You become magnetic because you are already radiating the energy of someone who has what they desire. Letting go of struggle is another vital step. Struggle is often a habit, not a requirement. People become so used to fighting their way through life that ease feels unnatural at first. But when you begin to trust that things can come to you in a smooth, harmonious way, you allow life to arrange circumstances in your favor. This does not mean challenges will never appear, but it means you will handle them with clarity and confidence rather than panic. You start seeing challenges as stepping stones rather than obstacles, and solutions show up faster because your mind is calm and receptive. Receiving is a major component of effortless manifestation. Many people ask for abundance but subconsciously block it by feeling unworthy or guilty about having more. Part of the process is opening yourself up to receive by affirming that you are worthy of good things, that it is safe for you to be wealthy, and that your abundance benefits others as well. When you fully accept that it is your birthright to live an abundant life, you stop pushing away opportunities and start embracing them. You begin to say yes to the gifts, connections, and ideas that come your way. Effortless manifestation often feels like synchronicity. You think of someone and they call, you need money and an unexpected payment arrives. You want a new job and suddenly hear about an opening. These are signs that you are in the flow and that your inner world is perfectly matched with the outer reality you desire. The more you trust and stay relaxed, the more these synchronicities multiply. Manifestation becomes a dance rather than a struggle, and you find yourself attracting what you want in ways that feel magical, yet completely natural. As you drift deeper into sleep, feel yourself surrounded by the energy of abundance. Every cell in your body is now vibrating with wealth, success, and joy. You are letting go of every limitation, every fear, and every doubt. Tonight, you are fully aligned with prosperity. Your subconscious mind is working for you, planting these affirmations like seeds in rich, fertile soil. When you wake, you will feel renewed, inspired, and confident. Opportunities will appear, solutions will flow, and money will come to you in both expected and unexpected ways. Rest peacefully knowing that everything you desire is already on its way. You are safe, you are worthy, and you are abundant. Wealth flows to you freely, easily, and consistently. The universe is always supporting you. Sleep now, knowing that your life is transforming with every breath. You are a powerful creator, and abundance is your natural state. All is well. Good night.